the collection of the debuff when people cross paths willy-nilly can get very messy. So the idea, it's in the Strat channel. I think the video that Dodge linked, and also the toolbox thing that I linked, are some examples. So for example, just now, right, it was tank healers tether and tank healers debuff, right? So what happens is, look at my pet, right?
Okay.
What happens is, what happens is correct. Thank you. My pet are the DPS. We will stack there, so as to make the collection of the debuffs by the tank and healers easy. That is because when we stack there and we move around, right? We will get. So what happens? The rod mechanics happens this way. When you have rod, of course you have rod. When you accidentally pass to someone, the action of passing to someone gives you another debuff, which makes you unable to get the rod debuff for 10 seconds. So the effect of stacking together, right, will make it such that there will be 2 people with the immunity debuff and 2 people with the rod debuff. Yeah, so there will only be 2 people with the rod debuff, right? So that makes it easy because then the tank can come and collect the debuff first, and then the healer can come and collect the debuff next. Those people who need the debuff, and then they are home free. So basically their rod mechanic is done. Then for the tether mechanic, right, what happens is once the people needing the rod debuff has already gotten their rod debuff, they also can stack because it doesn't matter anymore. They can also mingle around, so they can also stack. And then for example, just now you guys needed the tether, right? Y'all can just cluster below the boss and try to get your tether. And based on my observation just now, is for the people needing the tether, right? Don't just go out. Don't just see your tether and go out first. What happens is the 4 of them can stack below the boss, slightly south. You can stack below the boss slightly south. Make sure that will have the effect of assigning the tether to everyone. And once everyone has gotten the tether, then they can all go out, and that will be quite neat. Because what happens is, if one person, I have the tether, and then I go out, right? The effect can be that another person moving to get another tether can interrupt that tether. Yeah. So that's the general gist of it.
Wait, just now you said everybody stacks for the tether.
The people needing the tether, right, can just all cluster below the boss. Yeah, underneath the boss. Actually not like center of the boss, but slightly south.
Like if you are the boss, right? All these people are the ones that have tether. Then I'm the one who need the tether. I just stand here and get it.
Yeah, then all of us will stand here and make sure the tethers are assigned, and then we will go to our respective spread position.
Okay, but can I understand the tether mechanic, right? Does it prioritize, or is it random?
This one, right? I'm not sure. I actually am not sure, but I think it doesn't matter because once everyone has that motion of like clustering around and make sure everything is assigned, right, it's fine because the tether originates from the boss. So once you cluster below him, right, you will definitely get the tether.
Okay lah. Okay.
So,
but I mean, of course, we can put that into practice.
And what I can say is welcome to mine and Nif's world, everybody.
Yay!
I hope you can empathize from here onwards.
So much fun.
Alright, countdown 10 seconds.
Okay, sure.
I think they did it on purpose.
Feel the pain of tanks.
Yeah.
AoE.
You can don't stack first. Actually, at this point, all the tank and healers can be on the north already.
DPS tether.
Okay. DPS will take Tether.
Yeah.
AoE.
And DPS will take Rod.
Okay, we can stack.
So you guys can
DPS
stack.
everything.
You guys can stack. Tank healer stack. Tank healer stack.
Get roll call.
Dodge, you gonna go first?
Go, come and take.
Okay, my turn.
DPS tethers.
Okay, just make sure you cluster first, and then you move out.
Ready.
Hey, siam.
Eh?
Okay, that part right. Nif, you don't need to you don't need to move out. We will move out. For those people,
Okay.
Ow.
okay, what happens? Just
Tank buster on winter.
Okay.
it's okay. So just now, what happened? You guys stack, right? Just stay stack. Let us get the debuff. Let us get the tether. Sorry. Just stay stack. Don't need to move out. No worries.
I'm still looking at
Yeah.
the cheat sheet.
Oh right. No.
We didn't get a second.
The
So you
tether,
just see my yellow color.
the tether or not, right? Depends on the first blood rate. Second blood rate determines whether you need the rod. So for example, just now, right? You guys got both, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys got both blood rates. So what happens is you guys don't need to do the rod. You guys also don't need to do the tether. So then what happens is, I took the rod already, right? We took the rod already, right? You guys just stay stacked there. Don't need to move up.
Oh, okay, I see. So
Yeah, just stay stacked there.
So what you're doing is that when you look at the first blood rate, and then if you don't have it, then you get the tether.
Yes, that's right. If you don't have the first blood rate, you take tether. If you don't have the second blood rate, you take rod. So if you don't have both, then you have to do. You have to do both.
You don't need to memorize, just listen to us.
That's what I'm doing actually. I pretend I know what I'm saying, but I'm just like relying on your call-outs. Yep, same Nev.
I mean, it's okay. If you guys prefer, yeah, I can call out. No worries.
No, but I'm getting the concept. It's just like I'm just slow to process with, you know.
It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, we can also explore together.
Okay, countdown.
Sure.
AoE. AoE.
DPS.
Okay, so
Tank healer tethers.
tank and healers will take tether.
AoE.
And
DPS roll calls.
okay, tank healer stack north. Tank healer stack north.
Get roll call.
Dodge. Nav first.
Diva. Someone go and put.
Tank
And then
healer
dodge
tethers.
next.
Somebody never take my diva.
Okay. Deads.
AoE.
Okay, so I noticed also there when we get the debuffs, there is it's a small window for us to run to the center to stack for the tether.
Yeah, it's okay. I think we should help you guys also. So for example, just now, for us we needed the debuffs, right? I think what can happen is, for those who already have the debuff, we can stack here. Okay, we need to spread initially, right? In order so that we don't get that immunity thing. So once you have determined that you need the debuff, right? You can move forward. And then those who already have the debuff, we can stay stacked. Yeah. Once you stay stacked, right, I think it will be neater for the people who need the tether to just stand below the boss to get it. So for example, if I recall right, just now it was Dodge and Neff who needs the debuff. So Ru and I already have the debuff, which is correct. So Ru and I can stack here. And for example, once Neff, so it will be Neff first, because Neff is D2. So Neff take, she can come back and join us. Then Dodge take, he can come back and join us. So once we are neatly stacked here, right, the tether will be easier for you guys to take as well.
Just now I still had the debuff though. Someone didn't have it for me.
So this one
to run through the party, yeah.
Yeah, I need to run through the party. Actually, for you guys, right, like just now when you all stack together, right, you all can wiggle around a bit also. Once you all wiggle around a bit, right, you will be such that those people that it will make it easier to achieve that 2-2 configuration. What I mean by 2-2 configuration is the 2 people with the rod and 2 people with the immunity debuff, so that you guys won't get the debuff again, and it becomes very safe. Yeah, that's the point of the stacking lah. Is to get that 2-2 configuration.
Okay. And thanks for the thing you put there, bro. It's also helpful. Okay.
You're welcome, because sometimes I forget also.
Yeah, I mean,
read that. I'm just gonna read that.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, that's like how this works. We can all help each other.
Countdown?
Oh.
Yeah, actually one tip I have is like I said, I think the tank and healers can go to the north directly.
AoE.
Then it's much easier to see and neater, because anyway tanks and healers don't have directionals. So it's quite like you guys don't have to move so much.
DPS get the first
Okay,
blood rate.
Tank healer tethers.
Tank and healer take this.
tank and healers better. Yeah.
AoE.
Okay, tank and healers rod as well. So for us, right, we'll stay stacked here, and then we won't move.
I will go in a while.
Yeah, I think we can just wiggle around,
Pass roll call.
Okay,
and then you guys can tank first.
I told already. Bye bye.
Okay, then the who
Tank
else?
healer tethers.
I got my title also. Bye.
Okay.
Take the tether.
Take the tether.
Okay.
I think one,
Okay,
yeah,
good
one person still has the
job.
debuff.
Bye.
AoE.
Winter got the immunity thing.
Yeah, I got
Because I think someone was stacking with her just now.
Yeah, so for you guys, right,
Tank
don't stack
buster
together.
on
Yeah. Don't stack first. Don't stack first.
When you need the rod, right, don't stack,
Yeah.
cause you will accidentally get the debuff.
Yeah.
When you, I know it's a bit confusing lah. When you need the rod, don't stack. Once you get the rod, you can stack.
Okay, setting the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, Pinex.
Thunder.
Okay, thunder first
Yama.
Spread.
and spread.
Hey.
Spread.
Oops.
Spread.
Well then shift.
Yeah, I didn't hear.
North cleave.
Not back.
Where's North? Where's
Not
North?
back.
Okay, get knocked back into north.
Healer groups.
Oh wait, I went to press my.
Oh shit! I got knocked back into the west. I see wrongly.
I was like,
Hey, you guys survived.
semi. Here's a step.
Tank buster on you.
I was.
Alright, dodge and dash will carry us.
This is so funny.
Yay! Oh.
Okay.
I was panicking. Where's North?
Yeah, it happens, right?
To the minimap in
Ah.
my screen,
Oh my
man.
god, it's such a headache.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
tough.
I think right, we roughly got it already. One nuance is like Yoho said. So when you need the debuff, right, don't stack first when you need it. So for example, that will mean that you didn't get the second blood rate. So not getting the second.
Just now,
Hmm.
because I think the tanks and dash was stacking together. So
So
you know,
you all got the
two of them will
immunity
get a
debuff,
debuff,
right?
Got the immunity.
yeah, two of them will get a
and-
rod. Then they pass to the third person, which
Correct.
yeah, then one of them had a
Correct.
debuff.
So Winter got the immunity debuff. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
So let's say you didn't get the second blood rate. So not getting the second blood rate would mean that you need the rod. If that happens, right, don't stack. Because if not, what happened just now will happen again.
What does he cast again before the rot goes out?
Immunity.
I think it's the invasive Clammis and then Director's Below.
Okay, so after the balloon, it's when the rod pops out, or before the balloon?
Yeah. After.
Okay, balloon. Okay. Oh, Nif will be going off soon, so let's do this.
Okay, let's just some quick pulls and then we can stop soon.
Alright, let's call out. And we learn along the way.
Yeah.
AoE. AoE.
Okay, so tank healer status.
Tank healer tethers.
Yeah, tank healer status.
I can just stand here. Sorry.
Thunderclap.
And then blood rate 2.
AoE.
And then
DPS
you
debuff.
guys can stack. DPS
DPS roll
will get
calls.
the debuff. So DPS won't stack here. Okay, this is the part. This is the cast that he does.
Okay, balloon.
Get roll call.
Oh, I got.
Okay, Neff first.
Come take.
Neff first.
No.
You guys should stack. You guys should
Tank
stack.
healer tethers.
Tank healer get better.
Oh no, who take my data?
Oh, someone.
Okay, can. Steady,
Okay.
steady.
Just now, right, we should have stacked.
AoE.
Yeah, it was still a little spread out.
Just now for the DPS should have stacked. So dodge don't go so far, then rule don't
Tank
go so.
buster on winter.
What is it called? Sights.
Just forgot to sleep myself.
I survive.
And for you guys should stay stacked. So I think I might have seen one of, was it Dash? Walk very far away. Don't need to do that. Can just stay stacked.
But he got Tita
Got Tita.
Yeah. So after that. Sorry, it's not after that. Before that, my bad.
Thunder.
Thunder first.
Go away from where?
Spread.
And spread.
Here, D.
Eh? Shit.
Oh yeah.
Elvenship.
Near
East Cape. Wriggle of fire.
Easterly shit.
Knockback.
B.
Healer
What
groups.
the heck? I spawn and die.
So that was Cape, right? It was Cape.
Yeah, it was Kate.
Lucid dreaming.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I think I might have been confusing a little bit. What I meant by, y'all need to stack as in like just make sure you're in the general middle first, and make sure the tethers are all assigned before spreading. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah. Then for DPS just now, I realized, for example, dodge you move very far away. Actually, it's alright. We can just stack in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. So just now was I think was it Dodge and Neff also have to get Rod. So Neff first, then he comes, then we come to around here to stack, and then you take, and then you come to around here to stack. So because by us stacking here, right, any tether that might have gone to us will be in one direction. So it makes it very easy for the people who needs the tether to grab the tether.
Got it. Well, we'll see. Countdown. Okay, Nick.
Yeah, sure.
AoE. AoE.
It's fun, isn't it?
Learning.
Tank healers better.
Healers better.
Thunderblast. AoE.
Tank healers rod. So for DPS we just stay stacked.
Tank healer everything.
Healer everything.
Y'all don't stack first.
Everything. We just stay stacked.
Y'all don't stack first. The two tanks don't stack first.
Yeah, the two tanks don't stack first. The two tanks don't stack
Pass
first.
roll call.
I have the
Okay,
roll.
those. Yeah, Nif and Nif, you need to go take your debuff.
Okay, then Neve,
Tank
come and
healer
take.
tethers.
Take that.
And then you guys take that.
Riddle of
No.
Who was stacking?
AoE.
No, I think good. As in, I think the idea is there, but just
Yeah, the idea is there.
but
Okay.
Tank
I'll
buster on
finish
winter.
this. I'll just super polite this and then just LB7. We're done.
Did you just say LB7?
Yep. Oh my god, bye.
Thunderclap.
Yeah, Shavia, revive me.
Look, I am survive.
Oh no! I killed myself. So we're done.
mantra.
Thank you.
Save Nif. Save Nif.
Well, Pnax.
Nice.
Back.
Healer group. Middle
Ah,
knockback.
Stacks.
Already
Stacks.
Great.
Okay, but dead, right?
Come here, Hespero.
Okay, two groups.
Thunder.
Oh,
My group is here.
East
Thunder
East.
is Cliff.
What is Cliff?
Cliff is behind. Ouch. And then spread. Ta-da!
Where's the spread?
Now. Nice. Carry us
When
through.
you spread, cannot stand in the poison.
Yeah.
Thank
Whichever
you.
is exploding. Mr. Happy say one.
Okay, just slight explanation. So for example, just now, right? The both tanks don't stack. DPS stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because if it's the tank healers who need the rod debuff. So the people who need the rod debuff, right, will need to spread out. That is to prevent the that immunity debuff. Yeah. So people who need the rod, for example, it was the tank healers just now. The people who needs the rod don't stack. It is only after all of you guys have the debuff, right, that you can stack. So for example, it was tank healers just now who needed to do both. Like the ACT says, tank healers everything, right? So for us, we'll just stay stacked here, and then we don't need to do anything, which is quite chill. And because tank healers need the rod, the tank healers will need to be spread. And then I think just now was Dash and Neve who needs the debuff. So Neve will come and take from us first, and then move back to wait let me number my pet. Yeah. So Neve will need to take the debuff first, and then move to 1. And then the rest would already have the debuffs, and they can just stand at 1. Right? And then Dash will need to take the debuff, and then move to 1. But since you guys need the Theta, right? Once you guys all have the debuff already, you all can just cluster around here and make sure that all 4 Thetas are assigned, and then move out to your spread positions. Yeah, and whereas for us, we'll just chill here. We'll just stay stacked here and chill. Yeah, so that was that was what needed to have happened just now.
To be fair, tether mechanics needs some time to get used to. Okay.
Yeah, so that was the idea just now lah. So the idea generally is if you need the rod, spread out. If you don't need the rod, don't. Just stack. Yeah. Correct.
Questions?
Yeah, questions?
If you don't get first take the tether.
If you don't get second, you take the debuff.
I like
If you get second stack, yeah, that's a pretty good summary. If you don't get both, you just stack and do nothing. You just stack.
Not
Huh?
if
Don't
you
get what?
If
No,
you
don't get both,
get
you need to
both
take the-
tether,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Anything.
If you get both, you do nothing. My
Yeah,
bad.
if you get both, you do nothing.
Yeah, if you get both, you do
If you
nothing.
get both, you just need to stack. That's all.
Yeah, if you get both, you just need to stack.
Yeah, that's why
So
you
you
need
need
to do
to do-
both.
Yeah, that's why I need to take. That's why I needed to take the debuff, and also need to take the tether.
I like what you said
So you
earlier,
don't-
Maya, though. Like, I mean, it's a good thing to remember
Mm.
that if you don't get the debuffs, basically, if you get the debuffs, you're punished enough. So that means you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. Yeah, that's how I saw it. I've already gotten hit twice, so I don't have to get hit again in a sense.
it's a bit like
Yeah.
if he aim you the tether, right? Then you become vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, however you wire your brain around it lah. That's how I saw it.
Blood rate is for tether. So if he aim you means you cannot get tether. Means your friend got to help you.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
The second tether is for rod. He aim you, you cannot get rod because you are already minus immunity. Then your friend got to help you again.
You can hear the general call out, but the little nuances for each role, you will have to know lah. Cause I think like the general call out will sort of indicate like what you need to do already. So for example, let's say it could be that tanks and healers take tether, and then then tanks and healers take rod, that kind of thing. So sort of a general indication of what you already need to do. So for example, if tanks and healers take tether and tanks and healers take rod, it would mean that the tanks and healers will need to generally spread out first, and then the tanks will take the rod first, and then the healer will take the rod next, and then you guys will cluster around the bottom in order to take like the tethers, so to speak.
At this point, I am memorizing, but I think I really think that the more we understand behind the mechanics, I think it will just, we don't need to memorize at all. But at this point, I think a lot of us like feel like Nif that I have to memorize. Like I practically have the notes you have here in the Discord chat open on my left window. When it comes out, I'm like, oh, I have one blood drink. Like I'm reading it.
Yeah, actually that's a good point in the sense that if you sort of understand like the nuances, then it becomes easier. It becomes don't need to memorize because then you can see and you can react.
The ACT got saved. Then you can see my this one.
Thank you, by the way. I think it was Dodge.
Hey, actually, yeah, that's a make a macro.
Yeah, she's been doing this actually.
Make a few text macros.
So this one is if both DPS got blood rate, then it will show tank, healer, rod, tank, healer, tether. This one is the next one is DPS, blood rate, and then tank, healer, tether. Then it's this tank.
Right, yes.
What steps?
No, you just need to know what you need to do.
It's basically a flow chart, right? Like you get hit the first time, then you need to do this. Don't need to do this. If you don't get hit, then you need to do something.
Something like that.
What do you need to do?
I mean at the general idea lah.
So
The flowchart. Yeah, actually that's apt.
Yeah, I think you have to go and see the video. Then maybe it's better. Because you haven't seen the video yet. You see the video.
Right, why we are doing all the stats, right, is so that it's